my loves, and welcome to writing. So, boys and girls, we have been talking about all the different habitats of animals, and we're going to continue to talk about that today with ocean animals or ocean habitat in general. Okay, so we're going to write about living and non-living things in the ocean. So, my first sentence is going to be: there are fish and sand in the ocean. So my first sentence is going to have 8 words, okay? Now, I know I haven't been writing the date and drawing pictures lately. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be doing those things. I'm just trying to make my videos a little shorter for you guys. So make sure you're writing the date and drawing your picture every single day, okay? So that's your little reminder as I move my board up. All right, so there are fish and sand in the ocean. My first sentence. So my first word is there, which will be a power word if you have not received it yet. So I'm going to start with my uppercase letter all the way to the left. There. Just in case you don't know how to spell it, it begins with that sound, which is made by a T, H. And I'm going to spell it out because power words are words we should not be sounding out, but we should just know. Therer. Make sure you're using those lines there. Space fingers. R, another power word. Yell it out. A-R-E. There are, what did I say? Fish. All right, help me sound out fish. I hear f first. I. Then I hear sh. What says sh? SH makes that sh sound. Hopefully you're paying attention to how I'm forming my letters. I'm using my lines. My tall letters are tall. My short letters are short. All of my words are sitting on that green grass line, so it's nice and neat. There are fish and another power word. Yell it out. A-N-D. Fish and what was my non-living thing? Sand. What do you hear at the beginning of sand? I hear that sound. And then I hear and. And look, I just wrote and, so I can use what I know to write sand because I already wrote and. So I'm just going to rewrite those letters because I hear that power word in there. A-N-D. Look at that. If I know and, I know sand. And sand. There are fish and sand. And I want to make sure I have my prepositional phrase. That tells me where these things are happening or where it is. So in the ocean would be my prepositional phrase. So in, which is a power word, yell it out. I-N. Space. The, another power word, yell it out. T-H-E. And then I'm going to write ocean. So first, I'm going to do it the kindergarten way. If you're sounding this out yourself, you write the sound you hear. It is not spelled how it sounds. So I'm telling you that ahead of time. But if I was doing the kindergarten way, I would write down the sounds that I hear. So I hear O, which is actually correct. O, and then I hear a sh. O, sh, n. But guess what, boys and girls? That's not right. And since I'm helping you, I'm going to write it the regular way, okay? But remember, when we are learning, we write the sounds we hear. All right, but I'm going to help you out. So the O is actually right. It is the O first. And then it's the C-E-A-N. So it's not spelled the way that it sounds, and that's okay. There are fish and sand in the ocean. So I need to talk about which one's living and which one's non-living, right? So which one would be living, do you think? Fish, that's right. So I'm going to rewrite the word fish, but this time I'm going to use an uppercase F because I'm starting a new sentence. So again, I could just copy it there or I could sound it out again. I hear that. I'm going to use uppercase F this time. And there goes that shh sound. SH makes the sh sound. So fish are power word, yell it out. A-R-E. Living. Oh, I hear a oh sound in the beginning of living. I hear that oh. Then I hear it. Oh, it. Ang, ang. I hear ang. There's 3 letters that work together to make that ang sound. 3 letters. Those 3 letters are I, N, G. So when you hear ang, I-N-G says ang. Live, ang, living. Fish are living, space, and A, N, D. And it's a power word. And sand, I already sound out sand, so I could use my sentence to help me. Sand. Remember, N is in sand, so I know it's A, N, D. Fish are living, and sand is, yell it out, I-S, not. Help me sound out not. Ought. Ought. Not. All right, let's read it. We always go back and read our work. Make sure it makes sense. There are fish and sand in the ocean. I pause because it's a period. Fish are living and sand is not. Awesome. So I started with my uppercase letter for my beginning sentence of the sentence. I have my period letting me know my sentence is over. And I spaced out my words. All right, so I'm going to erase the parts I do not want you copying. Again, you're going to pick your own living thing and your own non-living thing, okay? So you're going to pick a living thing and a non-living thing. And of course, you're going to say in the ocean. We want to know where this is happening, our prepositional phrase. And then I'm going to draw a line for my second sentence. I'm not going to have anything for you to copy because I want you to create your own second sentence. Tell me something about that living and non-living thing that you are deciding to write about. So whatever it is, you want to say, I use fish and sand. You could use whales and rocks and tell me something about those things, okay? So you're going to pick your own living, non-living thing. And then for your second sentence, you're going to tell me something about those things. Because right now we're just naming them. But you didn't tell me anything about that. So tell me something about your living or non-living thing. All right. Have fun writing. Bye, friends.